what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in to Purusha Intuitive, our daily astrology. I am Deborah, founder of Purusha Holistic Wellness. I love all things wellness and definitely feel like it is mind, body, soul that we need to pay attention to. And these daily readings are part of that, right? The cool thing about energy, about astrology, or any type of divination is it really helps us connect with the universe, right? And, it's a guide, right? It's that concept of as above, so below, as within, so without. That is how our universe is made and structured. Something that, physics, quantum physics has definitely confirmed. So I love doing these readings. In Ayurveda, they actually rely on Vedic astrology, Jyotish, to help diagnose individuals based upon their chart, their prakriti, which just basically means their constitution, etc. And I know for myself, referencing my chart every day really helps understand the energies that are at play, in the world, right? The things that we run into, if we recognize, hey, Saturn is a strong influence today, so people are going to kind of be maybe feeling a little rough, tense, annoyed, frustrated, they're kind of like learning their lessons, then we have a little more grace and space, right? So that's kind of what this is all about. Like today, for November 30th, this is Wednesday astrology. The dominants are Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. We saw that Saturn was a dominant yesterday as well. But with Jupiter and Neptune, it's kind of lessened its energy. It is a dominant water energy. It is a Pisces signature, which just basically means that feelings, emotions might be a little we might be like feeling things. It can be, difficult or not. It's all about how what is the best choice decision with whatever I'm dealing with, depending, the one thing with astrology, these are just collective readings, they're general readings. So it's going to be dependent on where this energy is showing up for you and your life specifically. I do personal readings, so definitely reach out if you're interested. Side note, if not, you can actually gain a lot of information from these. So okay, so we kind of talked about that Saturn, it's still in Aquarius. It kind of represents being creative with, our choices, with our solutions for things. The nice thing is it is now positively aspecting that Venus and Mercury conjunct that we've been talking about. So the way that we're kind of like stepping into our love, self-care, our nurture, the way that we are engaging, communicating with our world, showing up, there's a softness about it. And it's an expansive energy. And it's because of what we're learning. It's because Saturn is forcing us out of the box. Like we kind of have to just recognize that certain old ways of being are not working out right now, unfortunately. So we got to change it up, right? And that always happens in life. Like life likes to shake up the snow globe for us all, right? But what I like about this is tension is easing a little bit, and even that Mars is in harmonious aspect to Saturn as well. Mars is still retrograde, so meaning that we are going to kind of have to face whatever it is within us that either stagnates us or we kind of bulldoze ahead. We're going to have to kind of face maybe some of the things about our masculine energy that might be a rough pill to swallow. Mars is the god of war, right? So it's a fire planet. It is red. It ignites our fire. It can be, inducing anger, anything that kind of makes us like enraged. That is what Mars governs. And so we have to be really mindful to balance those energies, especially now that we have a Pisces signature today. Because if we get emotional about something and our anger is not in check, it can kind of lead to, some not fun outcomes, right? And that's actually just a heads up for wherever you find yourself today. For the most part, the energy is softening a little bit, but it also talks about how something's coming up, something's kind of coming to head that you're not liking, but it's forcing you, like I said, it's forcing you to grow up. It's forcing you to mature a little bit more in the situation. And I kind of hear it as rising above, right? Not letting it affect you in the same way that it used to. And that's actually helping you overcome whatever you're dealing with. It's not easy because Black Moon Lilith, she is the trickster energy in the astrology. So kind of throwing things our way that we wouldn't expect, or something that's like a little enticing, kind of luring you in, so to speak. So we have to be mindful of that, right? Because if we're trying to step away from certain people, places, and things, we really have to make sure that we're not getting tempted to step back into it. Because there has been progress, is what I'm hearing. There is movement forward. It's not the easiest. It's not how you wanted it to be, and that's where we have to make sure to check ourselves with that Mars energy, making sure that we're not like forcing the issue just because we need it to look like a certain thing, because none of that's gonna help. This is more about like taking time to invest in yourself, invest in your learning, your hobbies, what kind of makes you feel like passionate about life, etc. And then with the more challenging aspects, there is a lot in Pisces. Like I said, the moon, Jupiter, and Neptune. That really is just giving us the extra layer of being able to really dive into what our own personal wants and needs are, and continuing to make choices around that. But when it comes to like trying to sort out things with difficult people, situations, that's not really happening right now. This energy is a little bit more about like taking a back seat, letting things unfold, seeing where the pieces fall, so to speak, doing things a little bit differently, like if you're used to kind of like engaging someone or, throwing something in their face, it's like not the time to do that, because it's just gonna like bring you, like I said, not good karma. We all know that concept of karma, right? Like what we reap, we sow. What we sow, we reap. And this is basically saying that, it's going to come from that place of ego, of shadow, of, our own like pride, and that can sometimes be a sticky space to operate from, right? Because we might end up making choices that really aren't what we wanted to do. So just be mindful of that. There is a little bit of, like I said, it's easing of tension, but it's all about really kind of like spending more of your energy focusing on yourself, what you're trying to bring in, and listening to your instincts about that which surrounds you. So I hope that helped for today. If so, definitely give me a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. I would love help building this community. Thank you for the love and support. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in personal services, definitely check out the description box below. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing you next time. Lots of love and light, many blessings.